Hello students, welcome once more to online class for class 8 computer studies. Today we are going to study formatting data in worksheet. Formatting means changing the font size, font style, making the data bold, italic, underline, changing the color of the font, changing the alignment left, center, right, top, bottom, middle. These things are known as alignment. At the end of the session, we will discuss what is formatting data and why it is required, understand how to format text, that is changing font size, color, and understand how to make text bold, italic, underline in Excel. We will also study how to add border around text, change alignment, which involves two types of alignment: horizontal alignment and vertical alignment. Horizontal alignment includes left alignment, center alignment and right alignment. In vertical alignment we will cover top, bottom and middle. And one more topic, we will cover how to format numbers and dates in Excel. So without wasting the time, let us start our topic. What is formatting data? General arrangement of data is known as formatting. It is the formatting that makes your worksheet presentable. For example, we may require some data to be bolder or rotated or in different color, or changing the size or changing the font style, making it bold, italic or underline. We may even want numbers to be represented in effective way to convey the desired meaning. Sometimes for decimal numbers we want to represent the numbers having 2 decimal places, 3 decimal places, 1 decimal place, so that we can select how many decimal places we need. Sometimes we want to apply currency symbols like dollar sign, rupee sign, euro sign before the numbers. So all these things and much more can be done through formatting. So starting with formatting text. In formatting text, we will cover many things: changing font style, font size and color, making text bold, italic, underline. So first 2 points I will explain with the Excel worksheet. I have already typed the data in the worksheet. Suppose we want to change the font style, font size and color. So first we need to select the data for which we want to apply formatting. Now in the Home tab, in the font option, click on the arrow to the right of font style. You will get many styles of font here. As soon as your pointer moves on any font style, preview of that font is visible in the sheet. So see which style you like and select that style. This is the method of selecting font style. See once more, going to the Home tab, clicking the arrow to the right of font style and choosing any font of your choice. In the same way, to change the font size, just to the right side of font style we have font size option. Again click the arrow here. 18 size is already selected, so you can change the size Here I have selected 12. You can increase it. Now see, it is increased. Again I want to make it 18. Now changing the font color. This is the fill color option on the left side, and on the right side we have font color option. So in the font color option, red color is already active. Click the arrow to the right side of font color. First option is automatic, that is black color. Some colors are given here. You can choose any color of your choice. Some standard colors are here. As you move your pointer over any color, its preview is visible in the sheet. If you are not satisfied with these colors, then go to more color option. A dialog box will open. Here you have many colors. You can choose any color of your choice. In standard, in custom, again you have many choices. So whatever choice you want, you can select and click on OK. Now you can see that font color is applied. To make it black, again go to that arrow and select the first option, automatic. Now to the left side of font color we have fill color. Again many options are given here, so we can fill the selected area with any color of our choice. And to remove the fill color, select no fill. Again we can make the data bold, italic, underline. All these three things can be done together, or between these three things you can select any one or two or all. So if you click on B icon, it will become bold. Again if you click on B, it will become regular. In the same way, I for italic, and again clicking on I, it will become regular. In underline you have two options, single underline and double underline. And to remove the underline, just click on underline button again. So we have seen changing the font style, font size, font color, fill color, bold, italic, underline. Now to the right side of bold, italic and underline, we have border option. In the border option, if you select on all borders, so whatever data you have selected, that data will have border applied. Suppose we want to apply data on the selected area. First select the area. Now click on the arrow to the right side of border. If you select all borders, then data will look like this. Select the data again. If you want to apply border only outside. We have option outside border here. If you want to remove the border, no border option we can select. Now you can see no border is applicable here. To apply border only around the data, we will select outside borders. Now you can see border is applied only outside the selected area. To remove the border, select no borders. So that was the method of applying border. So these 3 points we have seen: changing font size, color, making bold, italic, underline, adding a border. Now we will see how to change horizontal and vertical text alignment. Whenever we type data in Excel worksheet, text data is by default aligned with left side. If you analyze the selected data where I have typed the text, in every cell you can see the data is aligned to the left side of the cell. In the same way, the name of the students, all the names are aligned to the left side of the cell by default. But the text data is aligned to the right side of the cell. See the selected data where I have typed only the numbers. All numeric data is aligned to the right side of the cell. That is the default setting in the software. But according to your choice, you can make the data left aligned, right aligned, center aligned, whether it is text data or numeric data. See how I am doing it. Suppose I have selected the heading here where all the data is aligned to the left side. So first select the data. Now in the home tab, inside the alignment option, there are two types of alignment. At the top we have top alignment, at the bottom we have bottom left, right and center alignment, that is horizontal alignment. So by default you can see left alignment is active. When we click on right alignment, you can see all the data is aligned to the right side of the cell. Similarly, to make it center, we can click on center alignment. In the same way, left alignment. So wherever you want, you can align the data. So I am making it in the middle. Similarly, you can align the name of the students, that is left center aligned I have done. For text data we have done the alignment. Now see for the numeric data, same thing we can do with the numeric data. By default it is right aligned. We can make it center aligned or left aligned as we want. So I have done the alignment for text data and numeric data both as center alignment. Now see, one data is typed here, only 50 number I have typed in this cell. Here I will explain what is top alignment. Just above the horizontal alignment option we have vertical alignment. In vertical we have three options. First one is top. You can see top is already active. when we select middle alignment, now see the data moves to the middle of the cell. In the same way, when we select bottom alignment, now this data moves at the bottom of the cell. So we have seen top, middle and bottom. We can apply both the alignments together also, that is vertical alignment as well as horizontal. Suppose we have done top alignment. Now with the top alignment, our data is aligned on left side, that is horizontal alignment is left. We can make it center or right. So with the top alignment, horizontal can have left, center or right. Similarly with middle alignment, again we can have left alignment, center alignment and right alignment. So as per our choice, we can select any of the vertical alignment or any of the horizontal alignment, or we can combine them together also. So alignment of the data we have seen. Now we will see formatting numbers and dates. For example, we might need to format numbers with decimal places, currency symbol, percentage symbol. How to do that? Select the cells to be formatted. Now there are two methods for that. First method is go to the home tab, number group, drop down arrow next to the number format command, and select any of the choice provided in the shortcut menu. So first we need to select the numbers. Suppose I am selecting only this data. Now in the home tab, number option, we will select the arrow here. If we want to apply 2 digits after decimal places, we can select this. If we want to apply dollar sign, we can do that. To make it normal, select the first option, general. That was the first option using the menu. Now second method of doing the same thing is we can select the data and right click. Now select format cell option from the shortcut menu. Format cell dialog box will appear. Now we have many options here. Suppose we want to use currency. In the currency, here decimal places option is provided. By default you will get 2 decimal places. If you click OK, it will be applied with 2 decimal places. Again select and right click, choose format cell. Number of decimal places you can increase also. I have selected 4 here. Now the symbol. Here dollar sign is applied. If you select none and 4 decimal places and select OK, now you can see Dollar sign is removed. Again right click and select format cell. If you want to remove the decimal places, then keep it 0. Many options are provided here. Again in the currency, if you want to apply rupee symbol, in the symbol text box, select the arrow. Here you have to search the currency symbol of different countries. See where is the rupee symbol. It will take some time to search. Here you will find the symbol of all the currencies in the world. Yes, I have got rupee symbol now. Now you can see rupee symbol is applied. Now date also we have to see how to change the date format. We have to enter the date first. I have already typed one date here. Let me type it again. Suppose today's date I am typing. Date slash month slash year. Now press enter key. I had typed the date in DDMMYY format, but in the cell it is not showing the date in DDMMYY format. It is showing only the month name and year name. Month name is showing in 1 digit, year name is showing in 2 digit. So if you want to change the format of date, again we have two options. First select the cell where you want to apply the format. Now right click, go to format cell. Here we need to select date option, which is already selected. On the right side in the type dialog box, many types are provided here. So you can choose any type of your choice. Suppose we want to display the name of the day along with date, then select. Now you can see Monday, July 20, 2020. Again right click, go to format cell. If you want to choose only this format, it is showing month first, date, then year. So MMDDYY. If you want to show the time also, like I have selected. So one by one all option you can select. So in today's topic we have covered formatting data in Excel. changing font size, color, making the text bold, italic, underline, applying border around the text, change alignment which covers horizontal alignment and vertical alignment, and changing the format of date and numbers. So I hope you would have understood all the things. Please revise all the things that I have explained today. Take care. Thank you.